And that.
Yeah! Yeah! Get the fuck out of here!
Coming home within a half an hour, like, running like they had the manpower, like, more or less.
They do it.
So I live the fast life. Slow like, my nigga, like nitro, nice clothes, like, these things with cocaine, like, now I'm Doc Strange in the range, like, 100 rounds in the range, like, plus I'm getting brain from this chick, like, fingernail nigga assholes, like, team flows, bitches and bitches, like, 9-9 tag, red like, keep the cheese lines on the blocks, like, grenade through your window, like, don't see me do this shit, like, niggas put me through this shit, that's why I go toe-to-toe, love for blow, like, and whip, it's all so, live the fast life, come through and go slow, like, my niggas, like those, nitro, my flow, nice clothes, like those. We bagging, this living like those. Call me jackets, this stripping like those. Fucking back like those. Spitting on fiends that come for crack like those. Asking for shorts and shit, nigga, like those. Half on his quote, now nigga, that's those. Flow so properly, you'll see I'm wolf. Ain't no stopping me, I'm beat like wolf. Guns deep popping, beat and creep like wolf. Hear my name in these streets, it's like whoa. Once I pound the concrete like whoa. Fill his bitch ass, heavy feet like whoa. Your man ain't whoa. The judge ain't whoa. COs ain't whoa. POs ain't whoa. Play yourself, I get the G.I. choke. DIC, K-Riders ain't whoa. I'll rip guitar soul, lift the fast light. Come through in the boat slow like whoa. My niggas like those, like so, my flow, nice clothes, like clothes. Niggas getting money in VA. Money's looking like an ATL is whoa. Niggas living on the side town is whoa. Niggas stacking dough in DC is whoa. We on DR, hold me down like whoa. Boys in Detroit, hold me down like whoa. Niggas in New Orleans getting money is whoa. Boston and Jersey, motherfuckers is whoa. Florida niggas and Philly niggas is whoa. Texas, Cleveland is whoa. Memphis and Novak, my niggas is whoa. None of our niggas, they hold me down like whoa. My New York people, they hold me down like whoa. When we born, we whoa. Young guys, bitches, when we born, we whoa. It's CSC, motherfuckers still whoa. We had to walk out,
They left. Yeah. Now what?
Hey.
My dear, you do not know me, but I know you very well. Now let me tell you that
I might go ahead and get on PK with Jeffrey. Yeah, that's Jeffrey. So you're on PK, right? Yep. I'm one of my other accounts. How many people could you be in this party? Alright, is the settings wrong? Do they change the settings? Fred, how many people could be in here? 8? You didn't mess with the party settings, did you? just stay with Trevor and I'm going back to the party.
Season unwrap the magic of the place where wonder fills the air, where joy is the reason for it all, and everything is better together. Walt Disney World Resort. Come celebrate joy through the world.
Thanks to streaming, people are soundtracking their lives more than ever. Reach our users with Spotify Ad Studio. It's our simple platform to create and manage audio ads. Click or tap the banner to learn more. Spotify Ad Studio. Be heard.
Why are you ranking me, bitch? Country. Country. How you know I was streaming? How you know I was streaming? I'm racing by myself.
You look for Paper PM or does it matter?
Come see girl, come away, I hate bitches.
Hey, Trevor.
Yo. Follows with these guys, getting off. Nah. Yep, top left. Yeah, no. At sunset, right, you need to take it and policy before I just house.
Miles, I do have a Call of Duty and stuff. Yep. Yeah. does he play? Like zombies on there. Yeah. I don't have the maps or nothing. No, I'm gonna get the season and stuff because I have a job now. I can get it. It just says the season pack. That's all it says. What map is that? Is that online?
You are such a dumbass. Later.
Well, the guy that had the I bought the PlayStation from with my friend. Yeah, I didn't have a PS4. I bought his PS4 from him. He said he don't play on it anymore. I don't know. I might be getting on Call of Duty here shortly. I don't know if I have to have a dual account through that or not. Is there any updates this coming Tuesday or no? What new car is it?
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round. I'll get there as soon as I can. Okay, I got stuff to do.
Are you serious? Good shit. I don't know. 14. 17.
Ron. I bought the hydro. I bought the hydro, the jet. Yeah. Yeah, it was on sale. Yeah, it still is. Yeah, I want y'all to get the new one.
Good shit, bro.
I want y'all to get the new jet or airplane, whatever it is.
That was nice. I'm not gonna take that. That was nice. wake up and miss that guy shot the game? No, I can't believe he blocked my shit though. He didn't do that time. That was some bullshit. We need to go back. Just get that shit. Why?
Update for GTA 5.
This morning, you probably noticed something pretty weird. GTA 5 had a brand new update. This was also happening on a Tuesday, typically when the tunables are set to update, but when tunables update, we really don't expect to get like a downloadable DLC for GTA 5. So what made today different and what exactly was going on? So if you log on to your PlayStation 4 server, it might have told you to check for an update, or an update file for this application is available. Grand Theft Auto 5 version 1.29 was available to download. Now, it was pretty small. In fact, it was only 239.3 megabytes, which is not large by update standards. In fact, that's very, very tiny. There's not a whole lot you can do with that small amount. So a lot of people were wondering what the heck this was. And you guys saw it only took me about, 15 seconds to download the whole thing. In fact, it took a whole lot longer to copy it to my game, which is, I'm sure, what a lot of you guys are probably waiting on if you are just logging on for the first time.
Oh, there's a random in this lobby.
Getting back to the point, what the heck is going on and what is this update about? Well, it's important to note that this update is only available on PlayStation 4. This did not happen on Xbox. This did not happen on the versions on PC, so Steam and Rockstar Warehouse. So this was for the PS4 only. So to me, that right there pretty much eliminates anything that has to do with fixing new content. Because if Rockstar was going to fix new content, why would they make it exclusive to the PlayStation 4? That doesn't make sense. They would want everyone to enjoy it. So for me, that indicates that it's a pretty serious issue for PS4 only. Now, what that pretty serious issue is, I'm not sure. It had to be one of two things. Number one, something that Rockstar could not address with background scripts, tunables, hot fixes, etc. Or number two, it was a game-breaking glitch that could not wait to be fixed with the next update. And that's what Rockstar ultimately had to roll out today. Now, according to the changelog, and I don't know if we're going to hear anything else from Rockstar on this because we know how secretive they are. According to the PlayStation's update history, it said version 1.29, update to maintain save data stability. So I have no idea what that means or what saves data stability is supposed to do, but apparently that needed fixing on the PlayStation 4. If I had to take a wild guess, I would say that there was a money glitch on PS4 that was just so game-breaking that Rockstar had to step in and stop it, and maybe it had something to do with saving the game, or I don't know. At this point, I'm just as confused as you. But just know that there was no new content added, and there was no changes made to any of the content in game. a lot of people were hoping that this was either new content or fixes like removing vehicle flags for existing content. Unfortunately, you're not going to experience any of that. Now, as you guys know, Rockstar went about their day. They updated the tunables. We got Dixon, and we also got the Strike Force Jet. But this weird update happened on PlayStation 4, and I'm not too sure why. So if you guys think you have a better idea of what this PlayStation 4 update was for Grand Theft Auto Online, let us know in the comments down below, or you can reach out to me on Twitter. I'm sure some of you guys that are a little bit more tech savvy probably have a pretty good idea of what save data stability might mean, or if that's related to anything important. So let us know your thoughts, opinions more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. If you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. But all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Well guys, it happened again. It looks like one of Rockstar's newest additions to Grand Theft Auto Online has once again come to strike me, no pun intended. So this is going to be another addition to the series of Mr. Boss for the win gets hit with an orbital cannon. So in my last video, I showed you guys the first time it actually happened, and it was back to back to back, like 3 people had actually organized an attack. And I say it was pretty well done, because I literally got hit with an orbital cannon, respawn, hit with an orbital cannon, respawn, and then hit with a third one. So like I said, it was pretty well planned orbital strike on me. Now, the other day I was recording, and I was just trying to get some gameplay. I wanted to do some of the hot ring races, and I jumped into a lobby, and I wanted to just organize a car show. So that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, we're doing a car show at the LSC. I told everyone to meet up there, and it was going really well. Now, it started kind of slow at first. There was only a couple cars, and the lobby seemed to be pretty peaceful. For the most part, we were bringing some of the new vehicles. I brought the Typhon, someone brought the GP200, another person brought an Entity XXR, and it was pretty fun. We were all looking at our cars, we were all saying, I like this design, I like that paint job, I like that livery. A lot of people weren't sure if I was actually real. A lot of people were asking if I was Mr. Beast or Mr. Boss, or if I was real and how I could prove it. It's a pretty standard lobby where we're talking in the chat, we're having a good time, and for the most part everyone is minding their own business. But I almost wanted to do a social experiment of sort. I wanted to see if an entire public lobby could come together, could put aside their toxicity and hostility, and just have a normal car show. And things were actually starting to go pretty well. It was becoming daytime in the server. People were starting to bring older cars too, like the Deluxo and the Porsche Comet Retro Custom and the Hermes and a bunch of other vehicles. I think we even had a Stromberg in there too. I mean, the entire lobby really started to fill up, which was quite nice. I mean, people were bringing X80 Protos, people were bringing LG RH8s, they were bringing X821s. We were seeing all types of different cars here, which was really cool. This is one of the first, this is actually my first time where I had put together a car show in a random public lobby. Now, I have done car shows in the past with my friends and my crew members where everyone has a common theme, everyone has a common goal, they know what they're doing, and we obviously know everyone's friendly because they're crew members. but this is the first time in which I had done something like this in a public lobby. And it was actually going surprisingly well, which was really good. And it was just a really good time. I was taking photos with people, other people were running around shooting off fireworks, they were taking photos of other people's cars. They were honestly just having a really good time. I mean, it was a day in Los Santos where it wasn't raining, so people were basically enjoying each other's company. Now, eventually, we did get one user that wasn't exactly happy with us doing a car show, and they took it about themselves to go ahead and blow everyone up. We're actually lucky it lasted as long as it did, and so it looks like that location was compromised. Now, I was hoping that this person would just kind of be like a one-and-done thing, where they would blow everyone up, yay, they got their badge for it, and then they're going to move on. So what I tried to do from there was actually organize another car meet. I said, all right guys, we gotta get to a new location. So I was kind of running around, figuring where we could go. I ended up deciding on the Playboy Mansion. We had a lot of supercars, we had a lot of high-end vehicles, so I thought this would be a pretty cool location. And we did end up getting a couple of cars here, but it wasn't necessarily quite as organized as the last place. Whenever I do car shows, I always like to do places that have parking spots, because it's obviously very easy to organize the cars. You just do one vehicle per parking spot. Everyone seems to have enough space to either open the doors or, open the hood or the trunk or do something cool with their car, like burn out the tires or the wheels or something like that. So we ended up not staying at the Playboy Mansion for long. It just wasn't the right location. And we ended up moving back to the golf course. I figured this was a really good spot in order to get everyone's cars here and get everyone sort of involved and lined up. And we had a lot of great cars. We had a Dubsta 6x6, we had a smart car, we had an LG, we had a Karen Sultan RS, we had a Revolter. There was actually a lot of really cool vehicles here, and I was just enjoying taking my time checking everything out. And I was about to compliment this guy for actually bringing a really cool, sort of rusty version of the old car, Bagaloa. I was like, man, that's a really cool car. I had kind of written off this vehicle. I thought to myself, it really didn't look all that great. But his version had like a rusty design on it, and had a surfboard on top. It was really cool. And as I'm checking it out, boom, you can see we get obliterated. And I wasn't the only one that got obliterated. You can see Dami obliterated. He was the orbital cannon. Talisman was obliterated. Davey was obliterated. Brixie was obliterated too. It keeps going on. Billy, Garfield, Emma, I think the last person was Ultron's 1. So needless to say, we all got destroyed. Now, we all spawned in at the hospital, which I all thought was pretty cool. And of course, the guy who did it says, "I'm so sorry, Ross. This was my dream of all life." So I made someone's dream by getting orbital strike, and they ended up destroying the car show. So needless to say, the lobby really wasn't happy with this individual, but I was ready for a regroup, and I was ready to get ourselves some new cars. I wasn't going to let that stop us. I figured once that person does it once, obviously they have a cooldown time of a whole lot longer than that. So I wanted to get a new car. I wanted to basically go ahead and just get a new location, and that's where we went. We went on top of this parking garage here, we got new cars, and we had a nice fun car show. I brought the new Hot Ring Saber, there was a Tempesta, there was the BMW i8, I don't know what it is in the game. We had a Banshee 900R, we had a Carbon Azair, we had a bunch of new vehicles. We had a couple bikes too, we had the LG's return, we actually had another truck. I'm forgetting what that truck was, but it was added in the Doomsday Heist. The Bagaloa came back. And just as I thought this car show was going to go well, I was actually just about to start some races, and our friend Toby over here decided it was a great idea to blow everyone up. So, well done, Toby. Luckily, we had actually gotten through all of the car show before you were able to do that, so at least you were nice enough to let us sort of wait to the end. But this kind of brings me to the next topic I want to talk about. I think there needs to be some sort of protection against orbital cannons and players like that, especially for things like car shows. So let's say, for example, that there was an area at Los Santos Custom Shop, or maybe the LSC, or maybe Los Santos International Airport, that was a designated safe zone. So basically, in this safe zone, you could go inside and orbital cannons wouldn't be able to reach you, weapons couldn't be used, and nothing could sort of penetrate the shield you were in. It would also be really cool if you could activate a car show mode, where you could do the car show, and then the leader of the car show could activate like a voting period at the end, where you could vote for who had the best car, maybe they would get a small reward like $10,000 or $20,000. I feel like that could be pretty cool. It could be a better way to organize the car meets, keep them safe so you don't have to worry about this, and it could add a little bit of a nice monetary reward. Because at the end of the day, this was a lot of fun. Taking 30 some odd people, organizing it, and putting it together. But when car shows like that are so susceptible to one person paying $750,000 and holding down a button for 3 seconds and ruining it for everyone, that's not fun. So I hope Rockstar can learn something from this video. Hopefully you can take away some value from it as well, whether you thought it was funny, whether you're laughing at the whole situation. That's all you can do is just laugh at stuff like that. It really isn't that big of a deal. That guy paid for all the insurance anyways. We moved to another spot. Unfortunately, it got blown up too. But it was really cool to sort of organize this sort of thing in a public lobby. I had a lot of fun with it. And that is another adventure in Mr. Boss for the win gets orbital strikes in GT Online. I'm sure there's going to be more scenarios like this. So I guarantee you I'm going to be doing something, maybe delivering some cargo and getting destroyed as well. But anyway, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. Let me know, what has been your wackiest story with orbital cannon in GT Online? I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did want to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. If you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. By the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. See you guys in the next video.
We know small business isn't defined by what's made us. It's defined by what drives the business forward. The independence it takes to pursue their dreams. Blaze Trail. For 75 years, NFIB has stood proudly for America's trailblazers, and we will continue for the next 75 years. NFIB is the voice of America's trailblazers. The voice of small business.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you another instance of myself actually getting destroyed while trying to sell cargo in Grand Theft Auto Online. However, this time has a little bit of a twist, because I really want to show you guys some truly unacceptable behavior, and I feel like this just has no place in gaming, no place in Grand Theft Auto Online. Just really repulsive stuff. And the reason I feel so strongly about this is, what if someone's first experience in Grand Theft Auto Online was witnessing what you guys are about to see? Like, how much of a turnoff would that be? How disappointing would that be? So let's dive into what was going on. This actually happened last night. I was playing super late at night. I was just trying to record some gameplay, and none of my crew members were on, none of my friends were on. So I jumped into a lobby, and I think I was in my cocaine lockup, and I asked if there was anyone in the session that might want to help me sell. And to my surprise, I actually got two pretty friendly responses that said, you know, yeah, if you just hang out for a minute, I'll help you sell in a second. I got someone who said, you know, if I help you, will you help me? And I said, sure. I mean, I feel like if they're going to help me, I'll go help them. It's a win-win situation. They seemed like they were pretty confident players, and they could basically deliver packages from point A to point B. So I told the guys who were helping me that I had some cocaine and some methamphetamines to sell, and that after that I would be able to help them. And I checked the lobby, it didn't seem like there was any level 8,000s in here, so I thought we were good to go. So the mission I got wasn't terrible, certainly wasn't the greatest. It was utilizing 3 different trash trucks and dropping them off in various locations. Now, because I had a methamphetamine lab that I would like to sell as well, I ended up just staying in Polito Bay. Now, my cocaine lockup is in an awkward spot. It's actually in Polito Bay, so it was a little bit further away from Sandy Shores in the Grand Sonora Desert, where I actually had to deliver all of this. But I thought it was no problem. No one seemed to be up here. Everything ran. And when I got to Sandy Shores, I noticed that most of the delivery spots were right next to each other. So I thought this was going to be pretty easy. The trash can, or the trash truck, I should say, is a little bit awkward to maneuver. But I thought everything was going to be good to go. So I had successfully dropped off 2, and I was heading towards my 3rd. And then all of a sudden, I see this chat that says, do you know what happens to blank, which is obviously a bad word. You'll find out what they're using a little bit later through YouTube. And I knew immediately right then I was in trouble. Now, I didn't know how quickly my fate was going to be sealed, But you guys can see very quickly, I was obliterated by the orbital cannon. Now, separate topic. This is something that's so frustrating with the orbital cannon that, you know, someone who's not even in free mode can destroy your cargo. I don't know if Rockstar thought that through as well as they should. That seems like something that you wouldn't want people to do. But you guys can see the comments in the chat. I think it's very flattering that someone wants to waste $750,000 to kill me. And normally, if this had just happened without all the extracurriculars, this isn't something that I would particularly upload. I've already done that in the past. You guys have seen me get orbital strike over and over and over and over again. Really isn't something new. Sometimes it happens randomly. Sometimes it happens because people don't
Write anything on your computer, you need to get that. My
grammar errors, spelling errors, even helping my write those things.
It's like having your own personal proofreader.
Don't like me, and that's totally cool. You don't like me, it's your right to spend $750,000 to hit me with an orbital strike. But what is not your right is to do what you're about to see next, which is harassment, bullying of other players, racism, and homophobic slurs, which is completely unacceptable. And you guys will kind of see later on how I deal with this. So one of the guys that got to help me, he was talking in the chat too. He was like, dude, come on, don't be mean. And this is the response he ended up getting. Obviously, as you can see here, and I'm not going to repeat that, but it's the use of some pretty foul language. Definitely stuff that should not be said. It was able to slip through Rockstar's vulgarity filter because they didn't spell it exactly the way Rockstar have it, but you guys can clearly see what they're trying to say there. Moving on, I get killed a couple more times. I realize that this is not going to be a productive lobby to do anything regarding my business stuff or selling anything, so I just simply go in passive mode and wait it out. You can actually see that one of the members that was helping me, they decided to leave really early, which I of course think was smart, and I probably should have done the same thing, but I was also trying to like kind of make sure the guy that was helping me like didn't get left behind here. I didn't just want to like leave him in the dust. And I shoot him a very kind message. I said, hey, Meg and Ribbits, I think that's his name, you know, it's not your fault. And those guys immediately jump in, they say it is your fault, you know, you suck. And it's just that sort of behavior that should not be tolerated to other players. I mean, imagine if that was their first experience playing Grand Theft Auto Online. I know they probably wouldn't be in a position to help me sell cargo, but how much of a turnoff would that be? If your first instance was harassment, bullying, racism, and homophobic slurs, like, would you really want to get back on Grand Theft Auto Online? And I know these guys are not a representation of the majority of the online community that you see in lobbies like this, but it happens more frequently than you probably know. Now at this point, I just figured, you know, maybe if I just go away, they'll leave me alone. Typically, if you don't feed trolls, they will get bored trying to entertain themselves. And I thought that's what was going to happen here, so I just grabbed a vehicle like the Vigilante. I actually headed to the airport, and I was just driving around, having some fun. I was like drifting while trying to activate the rocket booster at the same time. And then I get this friendly message right here, which you can clearly see once again is trying to get around Rockstar's vulgarity filter. So those are the sort of messages that these guys are sending to myself and other players in the lobby. And of course, just a couple of minutes later, I get this pleasant message right here. Once again, using spaces and tricks to get around Rockstar's vulgarity filter. These are the messages they're sending to me. And if they're sending them to me, you can guarantee that they're sending them to other players, which is incredibly offensive and just not the sort of thing that you want to see in GTA Online sessions. And then immediately after that, apparently they weren't satisfied with me just driving around the airport in the Vigilante, so I get this kind of message right here. Apparently they're very upset with me getting passive mode footage and just minding my own business, having fun at the airport. So very interesting dialogue we've got going on here. And this whole time, I'm not saying a thing. I literally did not type in the chat once, which is so weird. They just keep typing in the chat. It's the funkiest thing ever. I typed in the chat to talk to my teammates, but I never acknowledge these guys, which makes this all that weirder. But by far the comment of the day goes to one of the guys who was helping me, Prebits. After all of this was going on, he writes the fantastic note, "You seem to care about this a lot." And that's the most interesting part. Why do someone like that care about this so much? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why someone would waste their time, energy, money in-game to do this, it just doesn't make sense. Do normal players do this sort of stuff online?
Skechers is proud to introduce the all-new Healthcare Pro Series. Our vibrant styles have innovative features designed to support you in the field. Slip-resistant rubber traction help prevent falls, and air-cooled memory foam insoles provide all-day comfort. The Healthcare Pro Series, only from Skechers.
Like, when I hop on, it's for a clear purpose, and it's not to bother anyone else. It's not to be a nuisance. To just sort of mind my own business. And those people are spending their Saturday night doing that. Like, you've got to have some better things to do or something. It was just so strange. So before I ended up leaving this session for the night, because I knew it was going to remain pretty toxic, I wanted to make sure I added the guy who was helping me. I think his name was Prebits once again. So I sent him a friend request, and I shot him a couple messages just to make sure, everything was cool, because, people say that sort of stuff to me all the time. So it really doesn't have an impact on me, but I'm not sure what they were saying and what sort of messages they were sending him. So I wanted to make sure he was okay, and that, he was able to just brush this off. He was, which was good. He just realized that they were punks, which is okay. And then secondarily, I ended up reporting these guys. So I just used like the in-game Rockstar report function, which I don't know if this does anything, but you guys should join me in this crusade, because I really feel like the language they used and what they did is unacceptable. I mean, blowing up someone's cargo is one thing, but to harass, bully, and use hate speech is completely unacceptable. So I reported both of them for that. I'm not sure it will do anything, and I'm not sure what I could do going forward anymore. I mean, you guys saw their account names on the screen multiple times. If you want to take action for yourself, if you want to maybe show this to Rockstar, who knows? I'm really not going to pursue this any further. I did my due diligence, I reported them, I left. And sometimes that's really all the best you can do. You just don't want to engage people like this, because you don't really know where their head's at. And if they're saying stuff like this in-game, who knows what else they're going to do. So you just really have to be careful in situations like this. And that's why I reached out to that other guy, Prebits, because I just wanted to make sure he was good, he wasn't going to do anything, that they weren't going to do anything to him, and that everyone was going to walk away, for the most part, normal. So that is how I spent about 30 minutes last night dealing with foul-mouthed, try-hard griefers who were, spitting hate speech out to other players in the lobby. I wanted to make this video just to sort of serve as a PSA, a public service announcement. Number one, and I don't think any of you guys are, what you saw is completely unacceptable to use that sort of hate speech. Should not be tolerated ever. So hopefully I don't see any of you guys using that. And number two, if a situation like this does happen, like I said, sometimes it's best to just ignore the trolls. They feed off of you getting upset. And if you don't give them anything, then they really get bored quickly, and often it upsets them, which becomes pretty funny. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. I'm sure there's going to be lots of discussion regarding this. Have you had a similar situation happen to you in Grand Theft Auto Online where you've encountered someone not so pleasant? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, more in the comments down below. If you did go on and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. If you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. How's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the Win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be continuing our series of Mr. Boss for the Win getting destroyed in Grand Theft Auto Online. So we have a new edition of our saga today, and this is all going to be about vehicle cargo. That's right, I was having the hardest freaking time selling vehicles yesterday, like more so than I'd ever had in one session. And this occurred in multiple lobbies. I'll explain the entire thing. Alright, so yesterday I hopped on Grand Theft Auto 5, and basically what I wanted to do was just import and export a lot of cars. Now, I was doing this for two reasons. Number one, I was getting some gameplay to use for various videos like Q&As or explaining what sort of content is coming next. I feel like doing the business stuff is more so entertaining than maybe just randomly driving around. But also, number two, I legitimately do like a lot of the import-export stuff on purpose because it's a great way to make money. I mean, you can take a look at my stats right here. I've stolen 80 vehicles at an 86% success rate. I've exported 52 at a 100% success rate. Well, that's about to change today, as I seriously had like the hardest problem doing this. You can see here I've earned just under $5 million, which is pretty good for just sort of doing this one vehicle at a time all by myself. I know a lot of you guys probably have way higher amounts here, but I'm just doing this sort of on my own. But you can see there, this is something that I legitimately do. Now, the night started off pretty good. I wasn't having really any problem sourcing any of these vehicles. I would just drive to the location or fly to the location, and then I would navigate my way through the hectic traffic-filled streets of Los Santos, and I would deliver it back to my warehouse. Then what I would do is check my computer, see how long I had to export another vehicle. If I had time, like 5 or 6 or 10 minutes, I would go source another car. I would ultimately bring it back, and then I would ultimately sell my vehicles, because once the time is up, I want to be as efficient as possible, and I want to sell it. So that's exactly what I did, and things were actually going really, really well. I think I was doing it for about 20 or 30 minutes, wasn't running into any issues, and then I was going to source another car. I decided I was going to source a vehicle, just get one done since I had spawned in my office, and my objective here was to get this top-range Osiris with the Pharaoh tag. I think the Osiris is one of the cooler supercars we have in the game. Sort of gets overlooked by all the new ones we've got added, but I still think it's a really cool vehicle. So what I did was I went to my assistant, I selected a Pegasus vehicle, and I actually got myself a buzzard this time. And I'm not sure if I was super hostile to the rest of the lobby. In fact, I had like just gotten in here. But I didn't take more than about 5 or 10 seconds off my helipad, and boom, I get destroyed instantly. Now, I was thinking to myself, okay, that's not bad. You know, maybe that guy just saw a buzzard flying around the city, and he fired, and he killed me. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe I'll get off scotch-free here. I spawn in, I start running up the street, and then all of a sudden I'm blown up by a random explosion. And it literally doesn't say how I died, it just says wasted. And now at this point I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm probably in a lobby with a modder or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of that could, you know, put a random explosion like that was going to kill me. So I was playing very cautiously for the rest of this car sourcing, but I actually stole this Porsche and then I just drove to the location. And the modder or whoever was bothering me decided, I'm not worth their time anymore. And I was actually able to successfully grab the Osiris. I was thinking to myself, okay, we're good to go here. You know, nothing is going to happen. I'm just going to bring this back to the warehouse. Now, I did have a couple NPCs following me, but that's pretty traditional when you're doing stuff in lobbies like this. And then all of a sudden, boom, I get obliterated by a freaking orbital strike. So it says there, Zach 809 obliterated you with the orbital cannon, and then Kool-Aid Inc. destroyed your vehicle cargo. I think this is the first time I've had my vehicle cargo destroyed with the orbital cannon. So a little bit unfortunate right there. And Rockstar should honestly change that. They should make business cargo and like Doomsday Heist prep mission stuff off limits for the orbital cannon, because that's such a bummer when you're doing business stuff or you're sourcing or selling, and then just someone sitting in their office or their facility can push a button and destroy you. But that got blown up pretty quickly, and I thought I was going to get there, and I obviously got destroyed. And Zach knows what he's doing. He says, there you go, new video idea. And little did Zach know that he was only the first on the evening that would attempt to do something like this. So maybe the word spread, I'm not sure. But bravo, Zach, you ended up destroying my Osiris, which is a top-end car, man. Are you freaking kidding me? I was a little bit salty about that. Anyways, the day went on, and now it's time for us to sell a vehicle. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to recoup a little bit of that money, so I'm going to sell a top-range car. And I wanted to get rid of this one right here. This one had been in my warehouse for a long time now. It was this golden Z-Type. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a little bit of a pain to sell, but I really want to get rid of this so that it's not just sitting in here. It had been here for a while. So because it was gold, I literally just painted it another shade of gold, changed up the wheels, changed up the rims, and we were ready to go. Now, my driving here was not great, but you can see we have a commission percentage of $100,000 here. That's the goal. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, so first of all, I run into this other car. That's my fault. So you can see it goes down to $98,000. But then watch how quickly this drops the commission value. It ends up dropping to $82,000 because I was hit with something. Then it drops all the way down to even lower, $72,000, then $60,000, then $46,000. How did I lose over $50,000 of commission from something that could do damage to me, but not kill me? Like, are you kidding me right now? I can't win for losing. So I'm assuming this was modder, because if this was like an explosive sniper rifle round, wouldn't that have just blown me up? I mean, I've shot 2 explosive sniper rifle rounds like a hunter, and it blew it up. So I don't know what happened here, but I literally lost $54,000 worth of value on this vehicle, and there's really nothing I can do at this point. I already have it out, so I've got to deliver it for less than 50% of what it's worth, which is really depressing. And then I actually end up getting it to the dealer, and you can see here, commission lost $53,000 with market value lost at 86%. Yikes! That's a tough day at the office right there. So even when cars are not getting destroyed, they're losing 86% of their value, man. I literally could not win on this night. This is seriously so frustrating. But hey, I wasn't going to give up that easy, so it was time for me to march on, and my next task was to find this T20. I love T20s based off of the McLaren T1. They're super cool. So I was told to go to Rancho. That's where I was supposed to go. And I was dropping my helicopter down. Boom! Exploded out of the sky. I wasn't even in a buzzard. I was in a freaking Swift. Like, I can't harm anyone in this. Wires for empathy in your livery platted, what is that?
Yeah.
Right there. And what's funny is, the second he kills me, he ends up leaving, literally like 15 seconds later. Like, that always happens. Someone kills me, and then they instantly leave. I don't know why. Anyways, I end up getting in my vehicle, and it's one of those silly chase the Kuruma around the entire map missions. And I was actually able to successfully do that one. So I made it to the area, got the T20, and I was actually able to bring that one back to my shop. Now the next one doesn't really have anything to do with me importing or exporting vehicles. I'm pretty sure I was just goofing around for a little bit. It was in the same session though. I actually had my Phantom Wedge out, and I get slapped with a sticky bomb in the back. I get exploded right there. And then as soon as I spawn, I get scoped, and I get sniped. So perfect start right there, just getting destroyed. And then literally, as he kills me, he says, well, I'll be getting off now, see ya. So apparently me getting killed by him was the satisfaction he needed in order to get off for the night. Anyways, let's get back to the import-export stuff. I had a couple successful sourcing runs, which I'm obviously not going to be showing you in this video. You guys are here for the fails and whatnot, obviously. And my next objective was to get an FMJ. I love that. Modern day Ford GT. I think those are super cool cars. So let's go ahead and try and grab that. So once it takes us to the Vinewood racetrack, and I get in a buzzard this time, and I get about maybe 15 to 10 seconds, and then boom, was destroyed. And I was looking around, and I was like, that person has to be off the radar. And I'm pretty sure they were. So I'm thinking to myself here, as I spawn in, I'm on the highway, I'm probably going to get blown up again. This is likely someone either off the radar or using an Akula with its stealth technologies. I don't stand a chance here. They're just going to keep firing over and over again. And that's exactly what happened here. I ended up getting destroyed. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to have to use the cops turn blind eye here, the Ghost organization. And that's exactly what I did. This person was clueless, even though I was doing an import-export stuff as a CEO, and they were right next to the racetrack. They couldn't see the fact that there was like 8 FMJs racing around, and if they did, they would have known exactly what I'm doing. But once I turned on Ghost Organization, they were pretty clueless, and I was actually able to get this back to my office garage, or the executive warehouse. And then it was time to almost sell a vehicle. Now I'm thinking to myself, this is kind of risky. Do I sell this in the lobby with the guy who's going to be after me? My Ghost Organization is going to be off. But I'm thinking to myself, let's risk it, shall we? So time expires, and I'm thinking to myself, let's take that T20 out. This is obviously a pretty cool vehicle, and this is going to give me $100,000 if I successfully sell it. So we start going down the road, and I immediately notice that there are explosions coming behind me. So someone is in a helicopter shooting me, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is the end here. I'm totally going to die. And then all of a sudden, the same person that shot me earlier apparently ran his helicopter into a building. This guy is having the hardest time killing me when I am in pedestrian vehicles and he's in weaponized vehicles. So I actually almost wanted to give this little guy a chance to see if he could kill me. So what does he do? He instantly spawns, it gets his MC to get that oppressor. I've got to catch you before I get to the location. And now I'm actually thinking here, you know what, this could be pretty funny. So I actually start driving slower than normal. I'm like, can this guy in the oppressor actually catch up to me? And the next sequence is hilarious. It's him for the next mile and a half, literally not being able to kill me as I'm driving down, holding the throttle maybe 30% on my T20. What do you know, the same person comes after me, chases me, and destroys me. So my vehicle was destroyed, export vehicle over, the vehicle was destroyed. And what I also wanted to do was confirm that what happened to my Z-Type earlier was definitely by a modder, because that guy destroyed me with one bullet or one explosive. So I know that that wasn't the case. So my vehicle exporting was destroyed, and that was sort of the cap on the night right there. I have never had that many people trying to go after me at once. I had my first exported vehicle destroyed, which means I'm no longer sitting at 100%, which of course is a little bit unfortunate. And I also had my first import-export vehicle destroyed with an orbital strike, which I thought was pretty insane too, that someone would waste an orbital strike on something like me exporting a car. But maybe it was their free one that they've had over Christmas break, and maybe it cost
Oh, where are you delivering that at?
So who am I to judge? But once again, that right there is another adventure in Mr. Boss for the win, getting destroyed in Grand Theft Auto Online last week.
I'm in the air, so.
This week it's my vehicle cargo. Let me know if you guys are thinking it really happens naturally, just whenever I hop on Grand Theft Auto Online. People are always looking to get in the way of what I'm trying to do, but let me know if you want me to continue this series in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. I play daily GTA 5 videos like this. Otherwise guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Where's your cocaine at? Gone? Here, I'll show you my jet. Try to find you.
What is going on, guys? My name is Ross, or Mr. Boss for the win, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online live stream. In today's stream, it's all about the Tron DLC. That's right, Rockstar have added a couple of brand new DLC items into the game. All of which have a similar Tron style theme to them, and that's what we're
see what the next they're going to show any more updates.
As you can see, we're hanging out in my penthouse apartment right here. It is like the middle of the night right now, and we're getting pretty hyped because today's video is going to be all about the Tron content that was added into the game.
Here I'm gonna land it.
That is airline adversary mode. That's the new outfits that you guys can see me in right now. Look at all these creative looks, man. This is actually really fun. Welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to drop it a like. 2 thumbs up would be incredible. Subscribe if you guys are new. If you drop a like, be sure to let me know you did in the chat down below, and I will give you a shout out down there. So what's up, Vizo? Thanks for liking. We got Shots, thanks for dropping a like. Jack Hart, thank you for liking. Bradley Anderson, thanks for liking. Brianna Brown, thank you for liking. Who else we got?
And I knew that other dude, the B11
It's been a while since
is 3 fucking million.
Like, we're all hanging out here. We're all in our Deadline Tron outfits. This is really cool. You know, let's see if we can get a.
I'm gonna wait for that.
I'm gonna see if I can pull out the selfie here.
So I get more money.
Get a photo with a bunch of Tron. Look at how sick this looks. Got all the Tron people here. Oh my god, that is a wicked close up. I can't get any farther away right now. I am literally stuck. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna have to go to another location. Alright, let's try that. Let's see if we can avoid getting pushed enough to take a good photo. What's up, Josh? How you doing, man? Oliver, thank you for liking. TCM, thank you for liking. Hey, John, thank you for liking as well. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome, 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 everyone to the stream. Oh my god, that is an extreme close-up. Alright. That's just way too close. Did you guys get the idea? If someone do, we might as well just do the Rockstar editor. Alright, let's do the Rockstar editor. Rockstar editor and see if we can get some cool shots. Alright, maybe I can get people to like follow me and it'll like look epic right here. So we're all like sprinting off. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. That's gonna look good. Alright, so what's going on, everyone? Welcome everyone to the stream. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're having a great day. Once again, today's theme is all about neon cars, Tron bikes, all sorts of great stuff, and Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's how we're going to get things started. We're going to be starting off with a futuristic meetup, a futuristic theme. Mad King, thank you for liking. Matt Zingu, thank you for liking. Alright, so we're going to be starting off today, guys, with a futuristic theme. So what is this futuristic theme, you say? Well, when I think of the future, I think of, you know, super high tech. I think of fast cars. I think of neon lights. So what we're going to do is we're going to dress up as a kind of a futuristic character. You could easily just dress up in the new Tron suits. You could bring the Shotaro. You could bring futuristic cars with neon underglow. Neon underglow is going to be a big theme here. That's definitely something I recommend, is putting the neon on. Why is that helmet by default? That looks really dumb. Oops. How do I put... I don't want that. Light helmet. I want it to be... the Deadline one. God, I have a ton of helmets. Deadline white. Okay, there we go. And then accessories, we'll go to helmets. Deadline white. There we go. Okay, I was wondering why I didn't have it on. So, like I said, you can choose any vehicle like that. It could be futuristic. Let's actually bring it out here. I'll kind of go on the website. I'll show you guys what vehicles I'm talking about. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. What's up, Kalisto? Thank you for liking. Whoa, check out all these bikes over here. Check out all these bikes. Yo, this is sick. So this isn't the meetup that I was talking about, but this is cool. And while I'm on the website, I'll show you guys what I'm kind of talking about here. So, futuristic cars. Let's look at some futuristic cars that I think would be cool to bring to this meetup. Obviously, the Shotaro. Really? Really now? Am I going to get that bike impounded? If I do, that will be quite... well, I can't even register as a CEO. Are you serious? You cannot be serious right now that that is happening. Alright. Okay. So let's just go back over here. How does that end up happening? I can't be insistent. There's like 1,000 people that are in here already as a CEO. That's really cool. One of the challenges we're going to do today is the Rainbow Tron Bike Challenge. We'll actually do that a little bit later. That's not what we're going to be doing first, but this is a pretty good idea of how that something could work. So let me show you guys some of the vehicles I'm talking about really quickly, as I was rudely interrupted by the cops. So, futuristic vehicles. When I think of futuristic vehicles, I think of the Nagasaki Shotaro. That's obviously one you could bring. I think of the Grazzi X80 Proto. That's a futuristic car. What other cars would be pretty futuristic up in here? Let's see, maybe the Osiris, maybe the T20. I'm not sure if you know the Electro. The Electro is the KERS, Kinetic Energy System thing. What other futuristic looking cars do we have here? The Entity might be a good one. The Zentorno would obviously be a good one as well. Where's our Zentorno? Is our Zentorno over here? Why do I feel like I have cops again? How does this keep happening? What am I doing? Cops are like, they're something towards me right now. Who is getting me cops? Someone is causing me to get cops because all I'm doing is standing there. I'm gonna die too. Okay, can someone like not get cops on me this time? That would be great. I'm gonna stand up here. No one bother me. No one bother me. No one get me cops. Alright, let's try Southern San Andreas. The Raptor, you could also bring that. You could bring the Vortex, the one that came out a couple weeks ago. The Vortex, especially with the alien stuff, that's super futuristic. What are some other ones here? Are there any ones on this site that would be futuristic? I guess you wouldn't really see too much futuristic stuff on this one. No, probably not. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, I'm looking right now and it doesn't really look like it. So there's a handful of futuristic cars that you can bring here. There is a handful of futuristic cars. Once again, you have to play the Deadline Adversary mode in order to get the, you have to play the Deadline Adversary mode in order to get that, in order to get the Shotaro Tron back. What time is it right now? Okay, so it's about to be daytime, so I don't want to start the stream. What is this guy doing? Are we gonna have to get him out of here? I feel like we might. That was not necessary. Okay. Why am I getting shot again? That's not right. Where is your Shotaro, Larry B? I don't know where you are. Is it right here? I don't have access to this personal vehicle. We need to go rescue my Shotaro. This dude's getting shot too. Everyone's getting shot. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Harry D. I appreciate that. Alright. Let's go rescue my Shotaro, which is currently locked up. I gotta go pay 250 bones to get it out of the graveyard. What's up, Michael? Thanks for liking. Ruder, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping a like. Florian, how's it going, man? Thanks for hanging out with me today. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Harry D, thank you for letting me use your bike really quickly. So we are going to start the futuristic show on the next night cycle, because it is about to be daytime right now, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that. So like I said, you don't have to have the Tron bike. You can bring another motorcycle if you want. You can bring another vehicle if you want. The reason I didn't want it to be only Tron bikes is because I know not everyone has, you know, $2.3, $2.4 million at their disposal. So I didn't want to, like, limit the amount of people that could do that. We also got to think of what futuristic outfits would look like. Whenever I think of what a futuristic outfit would look like, I always, like, go to Back to the Future. And I remember when they, like, were making fun of how they thought we would dress back in, like, how they thought we would dress in, like, 2016 and whatnot. There we go. Right,
you know, since having her son Gabriel, I think that that's been a big bond between us two. Really enjoy spending time with him. He's godmother and just a very, very special person.
Watching my mom interact with my son makes me feel blessed. I'm grateful she is here and with us and able to give all the love in the world to him.
Seeing her go through that was extremely difficult. I don't even think I knew at the time, like, how serious it was.
I knew my mom having cancer then, but, like, I didn't really see what she went through, so I was kind of blind to
Merryweather, because security is a private matter. What can I do for you? A helicopter will be with you shortly.
getting tattoos together and said, what if we do this for Mom? My mom is the one who chose to...
The cavalry has arrived!
Her doctor encouraged her. His actual words were, he needs to get your head out of the sand and really think about doing this. I think once my sister got tested and she found out that she was positive, it really hit me hard, like, okay, this is serious. Like, it's nothing to be playing around with. If I have it, I have a little boy who's depending on me. I have a job, I'm a single mom. And I remember I called my sister. And I felt strong at first, but then I remember I just broke down. I resonated with it. I knew that feeling and there's pause. Because it was a feeling for that.
Oh my god! Come on!
It was a cheaper son. Okay, I've got to kind of wrap my arms around so my sister, you know,
strains, scars, and she was open, and I think it was a good eye-opening for
the sister who I've always seen, is strong and powerful. She was just very quiet. I definitely had the thought after seeing her, like, why would I want to put myself through this? Like, there's no way I could do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, or where I was going to.
Our job here is done. Moving out.
I needed to do it for him. Whether I feel rested anymore, it's okay.
I just remember this burning feeling in my stomach when they were just talking about the limited options that she had. I was sitting there like, how can I not say anything? This is my sister. Like, I have to look out for her. Like, I want to protect her. I want to give her the best options.
I remember I was out to eat with my mom after that. My sister called. She's like, you know what? We're gonna try to get you into New Orleans and have your surgery there. What do you think of that? Because nipple surgery was a big deal to me. It was a breath of fresh air. It was amazing that someone could actually suit my needs.
The fact that, Carrie, you were the pioneer and benefited from that trail having been blazed.
I feel like it sucked while we were going through it, but I feel like it was God's plan for us to go through it together. The bond is just so much greater. I feel like so much deeper than it's ever been before. Having the situation that we faced, I look at it like, a blessing that, we had the opportunity to get ahead of it. I felt good to be able to take care of my sister in whatever way that I could. I remember the first thing when I was in my room and my family would come in, I remember my sister telling me you were great.
Get dressed now.
Alright, Harry D, I left your bike there. I apologize if that's not the best spot. What's up, Lion? Thanks for liking. Whoa, that was close. Oh my god. Don't hit me. See, that guy's got an X80, so that works well. The Zentorno, the X80, cars like that. You can also bring the Raptor as well. The Raptor's kind of futuristic. You can bring a bunch of vehicles to this map. You can bring a bunch. That guy was killed for $9. That guy was mugged for $9. You can't even eat lunch for $9, and that guy was just killed over it. Wow. That is insane. Okay. So we are kind of bloody right now. Is there a way to fix this? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, what I want to do... I don't know what sort of color I'm going to bring. I think I'm going to bring this bike. I think I'm going to bring the... That's what I get for driving on the wrong side of the road. Alright. So I think I'm going to get the... I think I'm going to bring the Shitaro. I feel like that makes the most sense. Since it was released today, I'm gonna bring the Shitaro to the meetup. Whoa. And the problem is I don't know what to bring. So I don't know what color to do. So we obviously need to play around with a few colors here to determine which one's gonna be the best. And then we'll go from there. Because it's just about to be daytime right now, and this is a car show that we're not gonna do, or a meetup that we're not gonna do at during the day. Any other car show we would try to do during the day, but this one we're going to do at night. So that's why we're putting an emphasis on the neons and the bright colors and the glowing lights, because it's going to work so much better at nighttime. So let's do that. Whoa. We'll go here. I'm going to play around with some of the colors. I've always done a black face color, but I'm wondering if another one like white would work really well. So let me just play around with this a little bit. Once again, this is the Shotaro right here if you've never seen it. What happens if you do? Oh god, it's ugly. What if we did white on white? That's kind of weird. White on. Whoa. I feel like that's gonna glow really well. Hold up. Let's try that. And then if we do, let's do that wheel trick I was talking about earlier. We have Enigma. We have Enigma on the back. We do. So now we just need to change the color. Oops. I must have passed the color I was looking for. What was I going for again? I'm looking for that. There we go. Okay. Whoa, that actually does look pretty cool. I wish your suits could change color too, like you could have like a white suit with the color. Instead they gotta force you to have the black suit. Okay. So that's one look we could go for right there. Look at this guy's color. Oh my god, that's kind of cool. It's like a purple on purple. Maybe we could try something like that. Do like a darker primary color, and then like a lighter version of that as the secondary. I didn't even think about that. So let's try. Maybe we could do something insane with this bike. Whoops, am I still changing the primary color? I meant to change the secondary color. That might actually be kind of cool. I hope that glows. Honestly, that candy red is like the one that glows the brightest. Oh, let's go regular red. There we are. Alright, so obviously it's not going to glow right now. Oh my god, the sun is so bright. I feel like a vampire, especially on this bike.
Car insurance is fundamentally broken, unfair, and needlessly complex.
Today we're going to be looking at 10 amazing features that all Grand Theft Auto Online players should be using and taking advantage of. So I made a video like this in August 2017, so it's been over a year. And since then we've had some major DLCs and major updates to the game, bringing about a ton of new features. So this is going to be an updated 2018.
I owe you guys a giant thank you because you made my last GTA guide my most successful video to date. With nearly 2 million views and counting, I'm absolutely blown away. But with all of that being said, there was still one problem with it that was pointed out time and time again. Considering all the most profitable methods I discussed in that video required more than one person, it really only
You're through to your garage. You, need me? I'll bring it to you. Okay? I got stuff to do.
LJT here. You heard the expression, money doesn't grow on trees? Well, it doesn't grow in your money factory either. They're out of supplies, so head over there and start a materials run now.
Okay, Bob. How you doing there, Bob? You're looking real good. Looking like a little 1,000-year-old mud. I always say. Okay, Bob. All right. We're looking real good here, Bob. Let's just get a few of these old gnarly-looking split ends off of here, and we'll be just about ready to get you going. Okay, Bob. Okay, Bob. I think we got that trimmed up pretty good there. Well, you know something, it's very important that you have the proper protein treatment for your hair to get the proper shine. You know, but I'm not real crazy about these commercial brands. I prefer the old favorite, the old standby, the good old protein and an egg. So let's go ahead and use one of these eggs right here. Very important to massage that protein all into the hair very carefully, so you get plenty into the end. Ah, yes. Great. How you doing there, Bob? Looking pretty good on. Okay. Doing fine, Bob. Doing fine. Doing good. Oh, yeah. Like a little eggshell, too, you know? A little calcium. Minerals good for the hair. All right, Bob. You're looking good for yourself. We're just about finished. But the most important part of this is to be sure to get the mud off properly.
I didn't have work today. I was off. Change my fucking
Oh no, not you. For the last
See me at the club tomorrow. Will do.
It's a tour de force. The repartee, the bon mot. It just has that je ne sais quoi. C'est magnifique.
Oh yes, that's super.
I'll set up
I'm really excited. Yes, of course I won't let you down.
Some intern.
Please know that I really appreciate your confidence in me. I know this is a big deal. I understand. Absolutely. Got it. Totally.
You can call me Clyde.
LJT with some urgent business. Someone's about to rat out our powder factory to the narcs. Take them out and clean up the evidence.
Hello. Oh, nine. My time off. It's my time off. I can do whatever to tomorrow. Okay.
Raise them now, motherfucker. That ain't good.
Oh, wow.
Well, that was a little too close for comfort. You did well to keep us in business. We are up and running again like it weren't no thing. LJ over.
Here for the magic touch? Not bad.
What's up, Chief? We got some great weaponry available. Look at that. Bye.
What up, Terry? Oh. Not much. I got a job now. I have been on PS4 hardly anymore. I haven't even got paid yet. Yeah, Isaiah. I knew it was you. Yeah. Yeah, different count, Isaiah? Is it the L-I? Oh, Jordan. Was that your wife's account? I was. The double RPM money. I couldn't come in the party because I had unblocked Terry because I couldn't come in the party for some reason.
I had a problem loading in.
Who, me? No, I got kids. I got brothers and sisters live with me. No, I'm 40 years old. Do I sound like a kid? No. No, I'm not. I'm not a kid. I'm 40 years old.
Yeah, your mouth is foul, little Mario. Your mouth is foul. Why do you curse like that? You think they're gonna get you respect in life or something? They'll make you more of a man doing that with your little puny little woman voice. Don't you know that that's not good?
Shit. Oh, come on,
Man,
game.
curse like a